Hi, I'm Corey Davis. I am a nursing student here at the University of Scranton, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the college process and kind of what it's like to figure out what college you want to go to. Okay, so the first little tip I have is to narrow it down. So obviously there's a lot of colleges and you can literally go to any college that you desire, but the best way to narrow it down when you're looking is to narrow it down by size, location, your degree, interest, and then your possibility in playing a sport. So for me, I wanted to go to a small school because I grew up going to a small high school, and I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number. I wanted to be able to connect with my professors. For me, I wanted to be close to home, but far enough away that I didn't feel like I was in my backyard. So I chose that good 2-hour range from home where I felt like I was close enough to be able to visit my family, but not close enough that I felt the need to be at home all the time. And then I also wanted to be able to have my parents come see me play in my field hockey games, so I didn't want to be somewhere far where they couldn't come to a lot of my games. So degree interest. I narrowed down my search for me because I am a nursing major, so I looked at a lot of the PA schools for nursing, and Scranton is obviously one of the top-ranked nursing programs with a very talented Division III field hockey program. So that helped me narrow down my search, and so I think that can help you narrow down your search. Okay, so my next tip is to just start visiting the schools. So once you have that narrowed down list and then some interest in some schools, just start visiting. It can't hurt to visit schools. And I know walking around Scranton, there are always people visiting Scranton. So just schedule those visits. And then when I did do those visits, there was 2 things that I always did. Well, actually 3 things. Because I play field hockey, I talked to all the coaches. Sometimes I would sit in on practices. That's just if you're interested in sport. 2 things I highly recommend to do are to visit the program that you're interested in. So every time I went to a school, I visited the nursing program because that's where you're going to be spending most of your time. Wherever your degree is, that's where you're going to be spending the most time. If you're a business major, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the business building. So just take a look at the program, talk to some of the professors, some of the students. Highly recommend that. That was very helpful in my college search. And then the other thing I highly recommend is to talk to admissions. They'll help you with any questions that you have. They're so helpful wherever you go, and they'll just help you figure out any details that you may have questions about, and then just the gross, not fun stuff, just the financial things that your parents may want to know about and you may have interest in it as well. So definitely consider those things when you're visiting the schools. Okay, so my third tip is to talk to people. So a lot of the times I would just have conversations with people, people that have been to college, people that have been to the colleges that I was looking at, just asking if they liked the school, what they thought of it, what they enjoyed, what they didn't enjoy. It's very important to get that inside information. And then it's also important to talk to your family and maybe your friends and then gain some advice from them. Okay, so my 4th tip is exploring online. So my dad and I, we would sit down and we would take some virtual tours, which a lot of campuses have. You just go on their website and usually it'll give you that as an option. And then just doing a lot of research on surrounding attractions. So some schools are in the middle of nowhere and there's not really much around them. And then some schools like Scranton are in the city and there's a lot of fun things to do. So that's another thing to consider. And we would sit down and we would look what was surrounding the school. And that also was a big help in my decision. And then staying up to date on your email because colleges will swarm your email. So just always going through your email, always going through, especially when you're in the application process. Okay, so then a little bit on why I ended up at Scranton. For me, it was the big balance between a good nursing program and a talented Division III field hockey program. Obviously my nursing school came first, but I also wanted to continue playing field hockey, and Scranton has that amazing nursing program and a very talented field hockey program, which really drew my attention to the school. And then I love the size. We have a good nursing program, but it's not a big nursing program, which I love because the professors are very engaging. You know, they know my name. They're always looking out for the students and seeing if they need any help. And even the professors will even ask about my field hockey games and how things are going in my life, which it just helps me know that, like, you know, they really do care. And then I love the location of the University of Scranton because, you know, it is in the city, but it's not like right in the city, and it's not very noisy, but you do have all those little attractions and the cute little cafes and stores and things. So I love the location of everything. So that is a little bit why I chose Scranton and I ended up here.